Howdy. Good yourself? That's good to hear. Was just playing up at the start trying to get the broadcast to go, but it seems to be going now. We are on now. I don't think anyone's in watching, but we're on now. Oh, we got one watching. Let's see, live. Yeah, I keep track of all the comments and stuff on my phone. It sits on my knee. It's often hard to keep track of them on the screen because they don't sit up there for very long. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think you're a lot more onto this stuff than I am. Yeah, of course. Hey, we're up to 2 viewers. We're cooking. Looks like everyone's trying to suss out their tyre strategies and whatnot. They are, yep. Unfortunately, I had a crash with K-Dot in the Div 1 race here, so I had to do a bit of an alternate strategy. Yeah, it was. Yes, well, there's often a lot of tickets that come in for the races, but once you get everybody on stream, they seem to behave themselves really quickly. That's right, yeah, no shenanigans. That's right. No, they were very well behaved last night, no incidents at all. Looks like we've had a bit of a thing there with TechX and Tristan. Yeah, so maybe Tristan's had a spin in front of him or something. Probably a bit worse for wear. What do we got? 25 past, about 5 minutes. I'll start setting the grid up soon and whatnot, and you can just chat away. Yeah, because you've got your own, you're in the lobby, so you got your own screen you can look at, because unfortunately my screen will just be on setting the grid. Won't be much to see there. Yeah, that's right, I won't. Ouch. Can't park there, mate. As the famous saying goes. So Albert's churned out a few laps. Looks like he's doing a race sim there. Already on lap 12. Yeah, he was looking pretty good yesterday as well, but he had a spin at T1 on lap 3 or 4. I think he was lap 3, and then Dino spun the lap later at T1, so unfortunately both those guys were out of position from that. She's having another blast on the softs. He was a class above everyone else yesterday, that beautiful looking Porsche. That would be my pick for a strategy, would be to start on the mediums. Always, if you start on that full tank on the softs, those softs get chewed really quick. I don't like it. Yeah, no, it's definitely changed since that big update a few months ago with all the new tyre physics and whatnot. It's completely different now. I have heard rumours of that there's another big change coming. I haven't heard any like confirmed rumours, but I mean from what you're saying it sounds like it's going to happen. Yeah. Still, they only just did that bop change, what, 3 or 4 months ago, so it's pretty quick to be doing another one. Ah, of course. I do remember Meta saying that as well, that they often do these type of things in preparation for World Series. Alright, well I'm going to get to the setting of the grid and whatnot now. I'll leave it all to you, man.
Sounds good. I'll get the chat up on my phone as well. Anyone watching, send in your comments.
Man, it trips you out doing all this stuff at once. My brain's like, what was I doing again? What am I going to do next? And now we're going to get everybody ticking in after the first... Ah, no, they're good today. Not sure if anyone's going to go back out or not. Wow, interesting. Big calls. Changed. Oh, we got Jockin in the chat. Watch out. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to get 10. Oh, we were going to have 13. No Dashi. No Heartstopper, who's having internet problems. Wait. Who's Yeti? That's a Roma. Sorry, brother. So apparently they can't hear you, James.
Where is it? It should be in your settings.
Broadcast. Yikes, that's going to cut out all of that. Broadcast, audio, include party audio. Gotcha, that should be it.
And I've got it set that my microphone will be shared as well. So
Okay. How's that, Jockin? Can you hear James now?
testing, testing. Is this thing on?
Should be good now. Yeah, boy.
I reckon. Beautiful.
Damn, so unfortunately we're missing 3.
And it looks like we're missing a couple of the key players in terms of the teams championship as well. We've got both the JM cars have arrived.
Yes, your team, nonetheless.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm going to be completely impartial on this broadcast.
Yeah, well, better than me. I'd be cheering my boys on. Come on! Alright, let's set this grid. So we've got...
Can't even do my radio style commentary because no one's on track. No one's doing anything.
Yeah, they're all psyching themselves up. Yeah, unfortunately Heartstopper's having those internet problems in his area.
How frustrating is
I
that?
know. Imagine being in the contention for the championship and you just have that happen out of the blue. But yes, the teams
we've just
will
got
be
one more.
Okay, well,
Mr. Stiffy Bone has jumped in.
Awesome, good man. I'll just set the grid for this part and then I'll change him after. Hey, go Dino, go! Alright, looks like that's what we're all gonna get. Grandmaster Dashi lives in Texas, in America, and it's like 3:30 AM his time, so I don't even know why he signed up to be full time, but he has done a few races, so kudos to him for that.
Fair play.
And obviously Heartstopper's the other one we're missing for his internet problems, so yeah, we're all ready to go.
Something like 11's all we're gonna get.
"15 watching. Yeehaw."
How good is that?
Yeah, wow. He probably could hotspot off his phone, but I think it's a bit late now.
I reckon we might have some interesting times with the lag if we did that as well.
Indeed. Yes, that is true. Hate lag.
Having seen people with hot-spotted phones try to drive,
Yeah.
doesn't always go so well.
Not at all. Alright, we're off. Let's see how well behaved everyone is into T1 today.
See how we go, absolutely. Well,
Welcome,
Unchained
Porsche.
Chief. Unchained Chief is your pole man, followed by TXB Dino, PH Esports, Lockout of the front row. They're currently sitting second and third in the championship. Dr. Nobody, your championship leader, currently sitting fourth. Lights are on. Away we go. The field streaming down into turn one. The first of 13 times. Let's see if they all make it through cleanly. Oof. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there for Unchained Chief, but he holds on to it. Yeah, it looks like we've all made it through safely.
Indeed it does.
Oh, we've got a couple cars side by side there. Who was that?
Stiffy and Bond teammates
Stiffy
and Mason
Bondi.
Alba.
Oh, they're going to go side by side into Griffins. And looks like they've just sorted themselves out.
It's all on here for young and old though between these four.
Absolutely. What's going on down the order? Out front, everything's kind of calm.
There is some action going up here with these two as well.
Oh, they're going to go side by side over the top. They do. That's a fantastic pass. Renegade moves up into 5th. He is a man on a mission.
He is. It's a great car, the Lexus for Bathurst.
Absolutely, and he's on the softs too, so I think he's trying to make them...
Indeed.
Make the most of them. Make the most of them.
Oh, no, we've had
Dino.
some carnage.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not sure what's happened there. We've
Poor
got Alba
Dino
drifting.
again.
Oh, got some
Oh,
more
look at it.
carnage down at Forest
It's
Elbow.
all go here.
Not sure what happened there, but I saw Dino around and I saw Alba drifting back through the order as well, and then we had a big concertina effect going into Forest Elbow, and now we're bump drafting down Conrod Straight. Dr. Nobody into the back bumper of Piston.
Oh, nobody has front damage there, which will affect his race.
Absolutely. Will be a
Maybe
big
there was
one.
something going on there between him and Dino, who knows?
I think there's been a big pile up, because if you look ahead at
Yeah,
Piston,
that's
he's
right.
got front and rear damage. Unchained
does
Chief has
too.
escaped this all.
Oh, this is carnage.
Absolute carnage. And then in 4th position, you've got Renegade on those soft tyres. All of a sudden, he's only a second away from the lead.
He is, and he has escaped the damage as well. So who else have we got here? Alba's on the mediums, has no damage. Beats on the mediums with no damage. Stiffy the same. Wow.
Oh,
What has happened to Tristan?
I'm not sure. We've got Tristan pulled over and we've got Bondi pulled over as well.
Oh, there's been an incident there.
I think there's been another incident going into turn 1. Because they were both pulled over going at the exit of turn 1 there. Dino, meanwhile, has pulled into the pits. He's got major damage, front and rear, suspension, all around.
Poor Dino.
Oh, that's just absolutely gutting for him. Race ruined lap 1.
That's just not been a good last 2 races, unfortunately for Dino. That's 2 races in a row that he's been in the walls there, but Piston seems to be doing very well with his front and rear damage, and as we talk about that,
Renegade going through the grass. Alba takes advantage of all that, sneaks through into position 3.
this is
Wild
all
moment
happening
for-
here, James.
Wild moment for Dr. Nobody. Somehow he holds on to it, and Alba's just picked up a 1-second penalty out of in front as well.
This is a wild race compared to yesterday. It was very quiet yesterday, and it is already...
I certainly picked the right one to jump into,
You
because this
did
is
indeed.
all going off. Alba was slipping back through the order for a bit.
Yes, he's unfortunately got that penalty here, but
Yeah,
Renegade is going to have another attempt on Nobody here. He failed earlier and knocked Nobody wide and redressed and led him back past. But yeah, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all fighting for 3rd position here.
yeah, it's all bunched up, and Dr. Nobody with the damage. He's able to hold on going into the final corner. Renegade tries to go for the crisscross. Unable to do it there. You've got to think he'll make his way through soon.
Ooh, he's just got to be a bit smarter here. He's trying to go for the dives, but he just needs to set himself up for the good exit and get him down straight.
Absolutely, he's got the tyre advantage on the softs. They haven't won too much yet, so he's still got the tyre advantage. And Dr. Nobody, with the damage, he should be able to make his way past soon enough if he's just a little bit patient about it. Alba's giving him a big hurry up there, though,
It
right
sure
on his
is.
bumper.
This is going to be interesting
He's
how
gonna
it
look
plays
around the
out because
outside.
oh
We got them all in the wall.
Oh my
More
goodness!
damage for Dr. Nobody. He's got suspension damage now.
And that is our championship leader, folks. This is not looking good for him in the early stages with
at
Unchained
all.
Chief currently leading the race and came into the race 16 points behind. So nobody's just got to watch himself here that the championship doesn't slip through his fingers.
Absolutely, Unchained Chief is still mathematically in contention. If it all falls apart for Dr. Nobody.
Oh, we've got Alba and Stiffy ramming each other now.
Goodness me!
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Unbelievable! Now you've got Stiffy sitting in the middle of the track. We've got George coming up behind him. Oh!
Far out.
Goodness me! What is going on tonight?
Everyone's had too much red cordial, I think.
This is unbelievable stuff.
So I'm not sure about you, James, but I thought there was a bit of tit for tat there. Stiffy got a little bit into Alba, and then Alba returned serve, but hey, I could be wrong.
No, it looked like it to me. It looked
And now
like
Beats run off at the chase.
Oh. One thing I just noticed with Beat, he's not running ABS. You have a look at that little ABS indicator, that's yellow. So he doesn't use any ABS. That's an interesting choice.
Wow.
And I wonder if it maybe contributed with him running off the track there. Interesting.
So it looks like Renegade has indeed gotten past Nobody at some stage while we're watching all the carnage.
He's now got a 3-second gap up to Piston, who also has front and rear damage. So should be able to make his way up to the rear bumper of Piston soon enough.
He's doing very well though, Piston, considering the damage.
No doubt about it. He's only 5.5 seconds off the lead, which is quite impressive. It's a considerable amount of damage that he's got.
And I will say that these softs, although Renegade is doing very well to make these softs last, he's already on the 4th lap and they haven't worn too much, so kudos to you, Renegade. You've done very well there.
No doubt about it, although I will say that about 50% is where you start to see a little bit of tyre wear coming into effect. You start to notice it about then, so I wouldn't be surprised the next lap or two his pace just starts to drop off a little bit.
That is true. So things have finally started to settle down a little bit. There's some gaps starting to form. There's quite a lot of damage among the field at the moment.
I don't think there's a single car, well, outside of Unchained Chief, who's just running off with the race lead. I don't think there's a single car who has escaped these opening few laps without a scratch.
So here comes Stiffy Bone coming back through the field after that unfortunate incident with Alba last lap. But yes, I do like the comment from Drew in the chat. Love how they're trying to pass over the top of the mountain. Me too, mate. It's just, it's not the ideal place. Attack axis run wide.
Just to run slightly off the track there. That's going to let Stiffy through into 7th. Now he's got a 15-second gap up to the next car on the road. In the background there, it also looks like Baseman's going to have a look. Tristan. And he's through on Tacax as well.
He is indeed. That's your team member there, James?
Yep, JM Racing.
Who are in contention for the team's championship today.
Indeed they are. And it's looking quite good for them at the moment, I will say. I don't know if we've got a full 2 drivers for either of the other teams in contention.
We do not, but the team currently leading does have Piston in 2nd place, which is a decent haul of points. And Dino, we see Dino starting to make his comeback. He did put another set of mediums on lap 1.
He's just gonna run these for quite a long time now, jump on the softs towards the end.
Yeah, well that's the unfortunate thing, isn't it, when you start on the mediums and you have an incident on that first lap, you can't change your strategy or anything like that, whereas if you're on the softs you could potentially jump on the mediums and maybe make them last to the end, but no chance when you're starting on the mediums. You got no chance to make the softs last all those laps.
Absolutely.
Look at Chief, 10.5 seconds.
Well, we've got Piston in the lane as well. That seems...
That's an early stop, but
That's
he
an early stop.
he may be going medium to get rid of the damage.
possible, considering mediums are the mandatory tyre. He might just want to get rid of them. Might think that it's gonna be more of an advantage to get rid of the damage. Absolutely right there. See how it works out for him.
We will keep it on him just quick, because we will see the tyres that he changes to shortly. Tristan is in as well. I'm imagining... Oh yeah, he's on the softs here. Those will be cooked by now, I would say.
Oh yeah, that right rear is looking pretty bad. Piston, he's going to put fill the car nearly all the way up.
Oh yep, there's the
97
damage
litres
in.
There we go.
He is
He's
going
gonna slot in.
medium.
Yeah,
Oh,
medium,
and look
medium,
at
and he's
that.
gonna
Dino
slot in
has
right
jumped
behind
him.
Dino. Wow, I would not have predicted that. Not in a million years.
Unfortunately though, Dino does have to make another stop, so it's not a true indication of position at the moment, but that is still a good sign for Dino.
Well, if he can make the tyres last, could he not go all the way? Because he's on the mediums.
That is a very good point. Yes, he does not actually have to pit again. Well, fuel may be an issue because he's only got just over half a tank, and piston's nearly full. So yeah, I can't actually remember all the how long things last, but it will be a stretch. A lot of short shifting from Dino.
No doubt about it. The Lexus responds quite well to short shifting, but I don't know if he can make it from here. We'll have to see what he does. Out front, Unchained Chief's extended his gap further.
Yes.
Renegade is the car in P2 at the moment. He's 13 seconds back. Those softs for Renegade are looking pretty much toast. I think he's going to come into the lane this time, and indeed he does. He'll be switching onto the mediums. And all the way to the end.
So these three are quite close here. Third, fourth and fifth now become second, third and fourth. Dr. Nobody, the championship leader, just needs to make sure that he has a decent finish up near the podium positions to secure the championship, but he's got Alba and Beat fast charging up behind him.
Absolutely. I think as long as he finishes towards the top end of the standings, I think he'll have the title wrapped up.
And that will also be a good thing for your team as well, James, in the team's
100%.
championship.
100%.
Just throwing it out there.
Renegade, I just noticed he's just switched onto the hard tyres, so...
Oh, that was got to be an accident.
I think that has to be an accident. There's no way he meant to.
Oh, no, Renegade, what have you done?
He's going to have to come in again. Oh, can you believe it?
Oh, Renegade. Renegade. Well, folks, for you guys watching, he's unfortunately gone from softs to hards, which means he's still not run the compulsory tyre, and he's going to have to come in again, which will drop him right to the back.
Very unfortunate. He was in quite a decent position there as well.
He was.
Running in P2 before his stop. He's
had a very solid first stint on the softs. Oh, Stiffy has damage again on this stint. Oh no, I believe he has not pitted, so that is the initial damage from the altercation with Alba.
Still trundling around out there, P6,
Yep.
not too bad.
Oh no, watch out, we got Arnie in the chat.
Oh, here we go.
Australia's best VR driver. Dino, let's see how Dino's faring. Takax has a half second. But Dino should get past him here.
No, I reckon he will. We've got a couple of the cars side by side in the background, Bondi and Piston. At the 10th. Dino indeed does get past George.
Oh, we've got some action happening back here too between Piston and Bondi. Piston is also coming back through the traffic after making his pit stop.
Yeah, Piston on the fresh tyres, Bondi on.
I think
Well, he's yet to pit. So,
yes.
well, unless he pit lap 2. I think he might have
Can't
pit
actually remember. It's hard to read that thing on the bloody right.
Yeah.
You never know. It does its own thing, has a mind of its own. Oh, that's a bit
Ooh.
sneaky from Bondi.
Yeah, just gave him the old hip and shoulder, putting George off the track.
I'm not too happy with that. My boy Takax, he doesn't have the pace of the rest of these guys, but he's got the best attitude and just sticks in there and never quits. And yeah, I might have to have a little word with Bondi there.
Yeah, Takax is doing his thing. He's got a little bit of damage at the moment, front end suspension. But he's got a great attitude, still going around out there.
Oh, you see that comment there from Arnie James in the chat? Who's the poor bloke James has to put up with? I don't know.
Don't know. Don't know who this guy is. He just stuck in.
Oh, here we go.
All going on all of a sudden for the podium places. They're all on even tyres as well. So Pete, he's the only one with an undamaged car. Albel's got front end damage, and so does Dr. Nobody. And it looks like Dr. Nobody's going to come into the pits. In fact, all three of them are.
Wow, now this is going to be a show.
No doubt about it.
I will say these two will drop behind Beats due to the damage repairs. And I imagine end of lap 5 they're all going to be switching to the softs.
I'd certainly say so. It's going to be close between Beat and Dr. Nobody. I'm not quite sure how long the damage repair is going to take, but currently from Beat in P4 to Dr. Nobody in P2 is 3 seconds. So it's going to come out pretty close, I'd say there. Renegade, meanwhile, he's continuing on those hard tyres.
Look at him though. If he had have put on the mediums, look where he would be.
Oh yeah, no, he'd be further up even, because
he'd be leading the race.
Oh, I don't know about that, but he'd be close to it. Further back, Dr. Nobody has in fact come out in front of Beat. Still a 2-second gap there. Alba's dropped well back. He's in fact down behind Dino.
Wow. Interesting.
Dino's only on a quarter of a tank of fuel, though. I don't think he can make it from here. I really doubt it.
It does it.
He's not really fuel saving either. I don't think. I think he's gonna. He knows he's gonna have to come in again.
Ooh, let's see how patient Alba is. The last time he was right on someone's tail coming over the mountain, things didn't go well for Stiffy Bone.
Yep, he's on fresh softs. Dino's on worn medium, so Alba's going to want to get through in a hurry here. See where he makes his move, see how patient he is about it.
Looks like he's definitely going to be a bit more patient this time as our leader comes in.
He had a 40-second margin over Renegade. So...
Tino's into the fence.
Into the fence. He's escaped without any damage by the looks of it. But that promotes Alba into 5th, effectively 4th. Dino sitting in the slipstream now. He's going to give him a bump draft. We'll see if he pulls out going into the chase.
I think he's just content to just sit there for now and recoup his losses as best he can.
He knows Alba's got the pace advantage. Unchained Chief out of the lane now. Oh, and as I say that, Dino, his teammate, he is going to come in now.
He has put those softs on.
Those softs on, fill up the tank of fuel. And unfortunately, that's going to put him well down the order. Unchained Chief, he's got an 8-second margin over Renegade, who in turn is a further 7 seconds ahead of Dr. Nobody. So it's about 15-second margin in real terms for Unchained Chief over his championship rival. But Dr. Nobody has somewhat saved his race to an extent. He's sitting P3, he'll go up to P2, and stay as they are, that should be enough to secure the title.
It sure will be, yeah. He'll well and truly have it sewn up if he brings it home in second place. He has that 16-point lead over Unchained Chief, so the difference between first and second is only 4 points, although Chief does have the extra point, so that will be 5, but still 11 points short.
Well, at this point, Dr. Nobody would need to fall all the way to, what would that be? 7th, 14 points, that'd be a 16-point swing. So, and I find it hard to believe that he's going to fall all the way back to 7th at this stage.
Yes, it's not looking likely, is it?
Not at all, so he's just got to bring it home. Nice and calm last few laps.
And I hate to keep putting you on the spot, James, but I'd say Dr. Nobody bringing it home in second place, and with Takax receiving points as well, that will be enough for JM Motorsports to seal the team's championship.
Quite pleased with that indeed. Well, that'll be 25 points in the bank for Dr. Nobody, plus minimum 8 points for Takax.
Yeah, that's about 8 points, so that's 33.
33, and then Piston currently sitting 6th at the moment for 16 points. I'll go up to 5th. Trying to do maths on the fly here.
Yeah, that's well enough. There's only 9 points separating you two, so
that'll
only
do it then.
only needs to be a 10-point swing for JM Motorsports to get the job done.
There you go, that'll do it then. Quite happy with that. Good effort from the whole team across all divisions.
That's right. Well, and your team's maiden season as well.
Indeed. We're up there for the Red Bulls, and now looking like we've got a good shot at taking out the GT3 title. Got a handful of new drivers in our team across both divisions. When Meta and myself were picking the drivers, we weren't too experienced in the lower divisions, but
yes,
seems
right.
like we. Oh, Dr. Nobody! Oh, he's just picked up some damage. He got on the grass.
Oh, well, I think that has got to be from Jockin there, because he just commented 10 seconds earlier, calling it early, not over yet. And 10 seconds after he says that, this happens.
Well, you talk about the commentator's curse. I think this is the commenter's curse right there.
Right. The chat curse.
Yeah, the chat curse, absolutely. Because Dr. Nobody, I saw it on my screen. We just caught the tail end of it on the broadcast. Dr. Nobody just picked up the grass going over the top of the mountain, ricocheted off to the left of the track, and he's now got front aero damage and front suspension damage. I don't think it'll be enough to drop him down the order too much, but he can't afford any more of those mistakes.
Apparently, Chief has some front left suspension damage as well.
Oh. I'm not sure how he's managed that, to get front suspension damage without aero damage.
Ben, one of the bosses of PHE, has said in the chat that he went for fastest lap. That old chestnut. I've been there myself. It's very embarrassing.
Absolutely. Well, Unchained's got the fastest lap for now, so he's able to hang on to it.
I do hope Renegade realises he has not used the mandatory tyre yet.
I don't think he has. I wonder if he thought the hard tyre was the mandatory one.
Well, it does come up when you pit what the mandatory tyre is. Yeah, there's not too much happening. Beat has only caught Dr. Nobody by 3/10 and half a lap, so I think Dr. Nobody should be safe.
Yep. As long as he doesn't have any more of those moments.
But it is getting close between these two for 4th and 5th, which will become 3rd and 4th.
They're on pretty even tyres as well. Alba's slightly more worn. Oh, and as Joker's just pointed out, Dino's just taken the fastest lap. 2:25, he's switched on to the softs.
Indeed. Oh, Alba.
Oh, 1 second. Sounded like Beat just having a lock up of the tyres there, running no ABS.
Yes, would be easy to do. I've never tried it myself.
Well, I've tried it once, and Gran Turismo doesn't do a great job of simulating no ABS. It's very, very easy to lock up. So.
Yeah, I'm too scared to even try it.
Oh, don't. It's like driving. It's like driving with the motion steering on the controller. You know how you can wave your controller around.
Yes.
Like technically you'd do it, but I wouldn't advise it.
Well, noted. Well, what else have we got going on down the field? Everyone else is pretty well spread out now. Dino, unfortunately, our other championship contender, finds himself down in 9th, but he is slowly catching up to Tristan in 8th at the moment, but that will not be enough.
He's on another fastest lap attempt here. I think he's just hot lapping at this point. And further up the order, Dr. Nobody has just made it past Renegade,
who did not pit, by the way, which will mean he will receive a 1-minute penalty.
Oh, that's really rough for him. He was in contention for a good placing.
He was indeed.
1 minute penalty, that's going to drop him back down to, I would say 10. I think he's clear from George Takax. That should drop him down to 10th really good. Well, Dr. Nobody, he's only got half a lap to make it round. That's 2 tyres on the grass there.
Yep. He's playing with fire.
Absolutely, he's only got one more run down the S's.
But yes, as we've seen, well, we haven't actually seen much of it, to be honest, as we've been focusing on everything else, but Unchained Chief has had 2 absolutely stonking drives in a row, and he's going to come home for another dominant victory today.
Absolutely, he's done his part in fighting for the championship. Another dominant drive from him tonight. He's coming around into the final corner for the last time. Makes it through there cleanly. Swings over to take the checkered flag, and that will be a victory for Unchained Chief.
Well done.
Dominant drive from him.
Very dominant.
Dr. Nobody coming around the final corner. He's done his part too. P2
and that will be, unless there's any tickets coming in post-race, that is the championship for Dr. Nobody. Congratulations.
Fantastic drive from him. Fantastic season all around. He's been exemplary.
Yep,
P3
Renegade's dropping with every car that crosses the finish line.
Continually dropping down the order. He'll drop all the way down to 10th. That promotes Beat into position 3. Alba P4, Piston P5, Stiffy 6th, Tristan come home in 7th, Dino makes his way up to 8th with the fastest lap, and Bondi's just going to make it around in time as he goes and takes out the brake markers.
Yep.
Now they'll promote him into P9, and then Takax running out the field. He's still got a little way to go because he just picked up a half a second penalty there.
Well, I'll say I really love Takax. Is his name, first name George, is it?
George, indeed, that's right.
I do love George. He's one of my favourite people in the server. He's always very helpful as well in the Discord server and trying to help out where he can. And you know, I'm not sure how much people have kept track of Div 3 this season, but he is a little bit off the pace of most of the other guys, but he sticks it in there. He always finishes the races, and yeah, he gives it his all. I love him.
100%. You can't ask much more than that. And I think we've got such a big spread of pace here across AGT. It's welcoming to everyone. There's a spot for everyone, regardless of how quick you are.
Exactly. Well done, Georgie boy.
Well done. Crosses the line. Season done for him.
Oh, Beats happy in the chat. Yeah, buddy. Podium indeed, Beats. You finally got the podium, Beaty boy.
100% good drive, mate.
Yes, well, I guess we can catch up on all the last minute chats going on there. Yep, Ben, Kiwi 1-2. Indeed, and 5 and 7.
Good showing from the Kiwis tonight.
You're welcome, Jockin. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much, James, for joining the commentary today. It is always better to have someone by your side because it does get a bit, yeah, you do get a bit lost for words sometimes, especially when there's not as much going on in the race to try and find things to say.
Mate, try commentating a 90-minute, the 90-minute stint 2 enduro on your own. That's a bit difficult when you got cars spread out by half a minute.
Yeah, I bet.
That's been good. Thank you very much for having me tonight, Justin. It's been a pleasure to jump in the comms box with you.
No, it's been
a good
great,
night of
man.
racing.
It has. No, I think we had a bit good duo going on there. Seemed to flow really nicely.
100%. Good amount of people joining in as well. Currently looking like 18 watching.
That's right. I think we got up into the low 20s at some point. So yeah, very.
Oh, there
good.
you go.
Very good
Still
live
20.
turnout.
20 right now.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We've still got Arnie waffling on in the chat there. Don't even know what he's talking about.
Who knows, honestly.
But he does bring a lot of people into the server, so can't slag him off too much. Otherwise, he may put the brakes on that.
Slow down the invites.
So cute. Apparently, we're so cute, James.
Oh God, don't like that.
Oh well, I think that's pretty much us for today. Unfortunately, as we see there again, Renegade, I'm not sure what happens there. Maybe he can jump in the stream now and explain to us why he went from softs to hards. But yes, he did get that 1 minute penalty as a result of not using the mediums.
Unfortunate for him. It was a good drive. Good drive from the whole field really. Saw some carnage early on. Settled down a little bit towards the end. Entertaining race overall.
No worries, James. Well, thank you very much again, and thanks for all the viewers that tuned in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone.
See you, mate.